5 brothers and sisters who were all significantly older than me, and when they were bored teens, they would command me to entertain them, usually by singing Mary Poppins in a high-quality Cockney accent. I believe this is why I was bred to be such an unstoppable attention whore. When I was 10, I climbed a tree near my school in my underwear and whistled at an old man from the branches. One time I found green apple lube in the hall closet, so I squeezed it all over the floor and then slid around on my butt. When I was 10, I began making a documentary about my brother and why he was so stupid. I got raw footage of him and his friends fighting, and of his bong, which at the time I thought was a miscellaneous, ugly statue. The climax of my film came when I locked his passed-out friend in a room in the basement and kept the key, then filmed the aftermath secretly at the top of the stairs. They thought he was dead, knocked down the door, and then banned him from our home because they thought he was a dangerous idiot. I told my brother about the documentary 10 years later, and I think it made me gain his respect. Throughout my entire childhood, I had a ritual. I would put on a slutty outfit, give myself fake sock boobs, pose in front of the mirror, and get horny for myself. I have never said this out loud until this moment. Every time my parents were about to tell me something important, I thought they were going to get divorced. I was right the 15th time, though. In grade 5, I was a leader of a group that I named the Funnies. To be a member, you had to possess a solid amount of lol. Funny prospects had to jump through a ridiculous amount of hoops, and even when they were permitted to join, there was a long, drawn-out probation period. I would equate it to trying to be friends with Blair from Gossip Girl, except much worse. I was not a horse girl. One time at my best friend's house, her mom got a call from the school that the kids had vagina worms. She immediately hung up, pulled down our pants, and attempted to pull the tiny green worms from our vaginas with tweezers. She attempted to pull one of mine, but it wouldn't come off, and I told her it was a skin tag. It wasn't until recently that I realized this memory may be a dream. But if it wasn't, what the fuck? At 8, I went on a hunger strike and refused to eat until my mom got me a dog. I broke it 3 hours later with a bologna Kraft Singles roll-up. When I was 6, my brother's friend made me straddle him and bounce on his boner. I told my brother, but I don't think he believed me. Throughout my childhood, I would make up elaborate worlds and societies with complex social structures, and then I would play within them by myself for hours. I would always give myself a low position, then have to climb my way through the hierarchy to become queen. And bitch, I always became queen. I told myself as a kid that I controlled the wind. But guess what? I still do. Childhood.